Hi guys, so I'm Francesca. I'm here at orientation day. I'm an avid movie watcher and I was thinking about some movies that I think are a good way to start off the year here at OCAD. I was thinking both movies that people finishing high school and the troubles that may come, as well as starting university. And also, I think one of the films, I think it's really interesting to maybe think a bit more about what are we doing here in a thing supposedly called art school. Would be interesting to know. So the first movie I wanted to share today was Y tu mamá también, and Your Mother as well, film by Alfonso Cuarón. In this movie, we have Gael Garcia Bernal and Luna. I can't remember his first name. Luna is his last name. And Diego Luna. Thank you, Gabriel. Diego Luna and Gael Garcia Bernal. I think it's just one of my favorite movies, actually. I'm one of the members of Cinema Society, doing some self-promo, of course. And we screened it last year, and I always find it it's a movie I love to screen because I love it when people watch. I love watching it with people that watch it for the first time. And it's about these two best friends. They just finished high school. Summer just started. They're bored as they're so bored, and they kind of they don't know what to do with themselves. And one of this relative that is not actually the relative, but whatever, shows up and wants to go to the beach, and they just wanna they're both crushing on her. So they're like, sure, we'll take you to a beach that they kind of make up. And it's really interesting, this transitioning a lot of the times about when you're going from high school and all these things that you share with people that you kind of just share because you're in high school, and then as you start university, you find these differences amongst each other. This also happens. They're super bored because their girlfriends are out in Europe, and they're like, oh yeah, baby, I'm gonna miss you so much. But no. Everyone's messing with each other, and I just think it's a lot of fun. And I think it's genuinely one of the best movies ever. So if you are bored today and don't know what to watch, I would start with Y tu mamá también. And just have a lovely night. Let me know what you think of it. That would be interesting. You can find me in the screenings of Cinema Society. And if you like it, this is the kind of things we show. Okay, so this is one of my favorite movies. I know it seems silly, but I'm a huge Selena Gomez fan since I was maybe 10 years old. And I always found this movie to be so much fun. So she just finished high school. She's been saving up to go on this trip to Paris with her friend who's slightly older than her, and her parents forced her to invite her half sister to this. And they go on this wild. They're in Paris. It's all a mess. And Selena Gomez, there's this princess or something who looks just like Selena Gomez. It's just Selena Gomez playing another character. And they switch with the princess doesn't know, but they switch places. And I'm sure that this summer you did not do that. We have two movies about the summer between high school and university. I don't think you've switched with any princesses this summer, but if you did, do let me know. I am curious about how the experience went. And it's just a fun movie. I'm trying to just have a little bit of fun. It's the first weeks, things are stressful, but also, you have a little bit more time. It'll get busier later in the semester. So I would take this moment to watch some fun movies. And maybe you're studying and stressing and you just want to think about the crazy summer you had in Europe when you switched with a princess, And you can go back and watch Monte Carlo, just a fun one. And also, I'm very bad. I have it right here. The actresses, they're both Leighton Meester and Katie Cassidy, they're both on Gossip Girl, and I haven't watched it, but a friend of mine told me that it's funny because in Gossip Girl, the parallels between Gossip Girl and this movie, which were filmed at the same time, the storyline they had at Gossip Girl at the time was going one way, and then in the film they had to hate each other or something. I don't know. It was interesting according to my friends. So if you're a Gossip Girl fan, I also say go watch Monte Carlo. Maybe you watched it when you were a kid. I think it was on Disney Channel. Maybe you should go back to those things. You're getting old. Might as well have a moment of I'm a kid again. That's how I picture those movies. Okay, let's get a little bit more artsy. What are we here for anyways? I chose Lady Bird. What a classic. I remember when I watched it. I watched it year before last from high school was the first time I watched it. I remember laying in the floor of my kitchen. Don't ask me why, because I don't remember. But I was laying in the floor of my kitchen, like just bawling my eyes out the last 30 minutes, just like non-stop crying. So if you want to cry about missing your mom and living in a new city, I will watch this movie. If you want to cry about you and your mom not understanding each other and moving away from your town and to Toronto and like trying to find your place, I would watch this one. If you want to cry about Timothée Chalamet being a fuckboy, I would also watch this one. We'll leave those fuckboys behind and be free. Just like her. A friend of mine told me recently that they didn't connect with the movie because she just complained the entire time. And I told him, I relate to this character a lot, so I don't appreciate that comment. And he said to me, I don't think you complain all the time. And I'm like, you didn't meet me when I was 17. When I was 17, I don't know, baby. I don't know. I started university during the pandemic, very different experience than you guys are having. And I feel like maybe it's more similar to Lady Bird currently. The movie is very beautiful. It also has this thing, a lot of these movies have the theme that is like, my friend and I were besties in high school and we're gonna get in a huge fight. Like things are about to get complicated because when you, like, not for everyone, of course, but it is something that might happen. It doesn't mean that it has to be bad, but it's just like to maybe like take some time to think about these things, how we take care of our friendships back home, separating people, how not everything ends. Even a lot of times it may seem like, oh, we are never talking to each other again, blah, 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 blah. But like, I don't know, life has this thing, most of you can't see me, but like, imagine my hands. My hands are like starting one like are put together, and I'm gonna open them and create like this little, like as if two paths were separating, and then they're gonna meet each other again, creating this kind of like oval shape, and that is gonna open and close again. And I think a lot of times like life is like that, especially with old friends. Like you meet, like you separate, you find your way back together. That's what I keep learning, and each time I'm like, I don't think I'll talk to this person again. I don't know, you meet in other ways. And I think that's pretty special. So like, if that's something that's scaring you right now, I will keep that in mind. I think you'll be fine. And it's also a beautiful movie. It's one of Greta Gerwig's like first movies. Francesca, I think is her debut. But it's just it's a cutie. It's fun to see. I'm gonna butcher this name. Source. I'm a Spanish speaker, I read the name, I pronounce the name. Saoirse Ronan. I know that's Sorsa. Cleo, how do you pronounce Saoirse Ronan's name? How do you pronounce her names? No, you don't have to come yet. How do you pronounce Saoirse Ronan's name in English?
Saoirse Ronan.
Saoirse.
That's how I say it.
Okay, Saoirse. I have always said Saoirse. Okay. Saoirse. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. So Saoirse, thank you. Sorry for that little tangent we had. Saoirse Ronan. That was what we needed. Thank you guys. When I'm in these English-speaking countries, I expect someone to know how to pronounce this. Oh my God, I love this movie. So once for my birthday, I actually screened it because it's like one of my. It's a cult classic. It was like publicized at the time. Oh, Jennifer's Body. Sorry, guys. Jennifer's Body. It was publicized with Megan Fox and Amanda Seyfried. And the guy from, he's in the OC and Gilmore Girls. Is his name here? I can't see it. He's in OC and Gilmore Girls. Have you watched Gilmore Girls? It's like one of my favorite shows in the world. I can quote so many scenes. But like in this movie, there's this like rock band that is like doing this satanic ritual to get famous. And hi, Robin. Robin's seen it. My friend Robin's here, and did you see Jennifer's Body before I screened it? No, yes. You had seen it before. It's an excellent, would you say it's an excellent movie? What? Jennifer's Body, would you say it's an excellent movie? It is, it absolutely is. I'm quoting Robin right now. It's such an excellent movie. Megan Fox, she's fucking hot in it. We have a like sapphic scene. There's this satanic ritual to like get famous. She's like eating off all the men and every time she eats a man, she gets younger and hotter. And it was publicized very much with this male gazy thing to it, but like it is very, I feel it's a very queer coded movie. It's not, doesn't, even though Megan Fox, like usually I think because of Terminator, is very associated with this male gazy thing. And she's very hot in the movie, don't get me wrong. I love her. It's just a fun one. Okay, and why did I pick it? Sorry, forgot to explain you guys. They're in high school, last year of high school. They don't finish though. They don't get to finish high school. It was released at, I don't think, there's some kind of spoilers that don't ruin movies. That's what I think. So they don't finish high school. But last year of high school, I just wanted to share some memories right before the summer. Just a fun one, body horror, but not really, and like a cult classic. And I'm just here to give you some movies, Roll the next one, baby. Oh, okay. A lot of you people can't see this. I just realized. Okay, I have this, but I'll describe it. I can do that. Accessibility, you guys. We have a still from a film. I'm not revealing yet which film we're watching, which film we're recommending, because I'm making the case for this movie. Because you would say, I know what you're thinking right now, Francesca. This is a dumbass movie. And I'm going to tell you, yes. But I have concluded that this is one of the best movies of all time. And in a weird, I don't know how bad it is to say this, but there's things that remind me of how I feel at OCAD. And the movie this is from, next still, Team Gabriel. Okay, this is from the movie Accepted, and you're like, Francesca, what? This is like a very bad movie that you just recommended, filled with tits jokes, and like, this is a mess. And I'm like, yes, it's a mess, but I'm here to inspire you. When I watched this movie, don't ask me why I watched it. I was having a tough night, so I watched it because I remember it existed. In my brain, I remember this movie existed, and I was like, I need to rewatch it. And the movie, in case it's accepted, welcome to South Harmon Institute of Technology, welcome to shit. And in this movie, all these people get rejected from university, and they create a fake university, so like their parents won't destroy them, and all this, and then accidentally a bunch of people that also got rejected from university come here as well, and they just create their own university. And that white word that you saw before is because they start thinking, okay, what do we want to learn? And they create their own university and create their own studies, and they get their own teachers, and they teach each other in it. And that's my favorite part I don't care about the rest of the movie. That part of the movie was so inspiring to me. And a lot of how I think about education and how some people claim they think about education is associated with that. And I think in this movie, they actually take it seriously because it's a university run by students for students. And I think that's kind of beautiful. Like I said, the theme for today was movies where you fight with your bestie. And this is one of those. They start university, they fight with their besties. You gotta go through the process of fighting with your bestie. It's just part of it. It's just needed. You find different paths. You have new friends. You're trying to find your identity. But it's important to take care of your bestie and find new spots and grow together, A lot of times growing may seem like you're going separate paths, but it's understanding each other, and maybe it is time to not be friends anymore, and that's fine too. I have been waiting for this movie for so long. This is a documentary. It was released earlier this year. I highly recommend it. It's called Secret Mall Apartment. This is a documentary about a bunch of people that basically found this little nook in a mall and created their own apartment in it. And the person that led this was their art prof at university, and it was just the art prof and all the students. And they did this for I don't know, years. They would live in this apartment inside the mall. And they had a whole art project associated with it where they did tape art. So they did murals out of tape. And it is a very beautiful project. they filmed so much. This happened in the 2000s. It was also a way of reclaiming how the city was gentrifying all these artist spaces, and it was about claiming public space back, and also associated with the cost of rent and like this need to have artist studios. And it was just incredibly beautiful. It's like so inspiring. It really, I don't know, I came out of it. We went to with some friends who go here to OCAD, and we left and we were like, when are we doing this? Because a lot of the times, like, I feel like, okay, let's have a moment. A lot of art school, there's some stuff, you know, that you're like, what am I doing here? What is this for? All those things. And I feel like a lot of art school is basically building community, like getting to know other artists, because a lot of it is advancing your technique and becoming conceptual and having an understanding and being able to be critical and constructive and developing a practice and understanding your own work and where do you want to go and how to like prolong that work, make it sustainable to work as an artist with your own art, instead of like and not like learning a way to not burn out, which like I think that's a lot on you. But also it's about finding community with other artists. And I find that, yeah, that's one of them, my like reasons that keep me here every time I come back. I'm here for the people. I'm here for the people that work at the studios. I'm here for other students. I'm here for the profs. Like, this is what keeps me here, because it is genuinely like, and that's why I brought Accepted. I feel like at OCAD as well, we learn a lot from each other. So, and a lot of the times there's moments that feel run by students, feel run by technicians. Like there've been like some technicians here at OCAD that have like taught me everything I know. And so I feel that's super important to recognize. Next one. Okay, Cleo. Cleo's back, you guys. Yeah,
Is my mic on?
Cleo, are you here?
Is this where we're talking?
I find that you have to talk super close to it.
I know. Francesca was like, you like this movie, and I do love this movie.
I it's not that I don't like this movie. I don't connect. I watched it super recently, so I feel like I there's a part of me that can't connect yet.
Yeah.
I need a couple more watches, but I was like, I know this movie is perfect.
It came to me like I watched this for the first time right out of high school.
We should say the name of this film.
Oh, this is Ghost World, which is like a very classic kind of like 2000s indie outsider movie. Highly would recommend. I watched this for the first time right out of high school, where I was feeling really clueless and like I was like, oh, I'm a weird person. It's like I felt like an outsider, and so this movie is quirky and kind of like in a cringe way too, like part of it being like the characters, the main girl Enid, she's a weird girl, she's ew, and it's like kind of cringe, but at the same time what I love so much about it is like it's also very like authentically herself. And like in that like weird cringiness, it's like the fact that you are is what you're doing, and I think the film is self-aware of that. Like, you know, the scene where she puts on the leather jacket and they're like, what are you doing? She's like, it's an 80s look, and they're like, no, it's not. And this like weird romance with Steve Buscemi, who is adorable.
To records, and he's like old.
I think
you guys, he's
adorable.
old. He's old in this movie. We don't endorse that part. Please don't do that when you're having your crisis of starting university. Don't date Steve Buscemi when he's like his 50s.
Don't do that, like I
Well,
did.
he was probably in his 40s, but he always looked like he's 50.
Well, he's like got a sunken face, but I found him I think he looks charming in the movie. It also has a really nice soundtrack. The soundtrack is really nice, melodic, kind of like this. It has this repeating piano that's like do 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 do. That sounds like the Severance theme. And then just like lots of there's like this Indian song that plays at the beginning that's like super high energy, and she's dancing in her bedroom, and it's the conflict between Enid, who wants to be wants to be weird and wants to be an artist and wants to be different, and her friend who wants to be an adult and is like growing up, and both positions are so valid. And I like when I like watched it, like assigning yourself to a character, I'm like, I feel like both so much. It's Scarlett Johansson who's like obsessing about having an ironing board in her apartment, and I obsess over having an ironing board in my apartment now at like 22 and fourth year. But
Well,
yeah.
it shows maturity.
Yeah.
I can iron a shirt.
But not even like maturity, like the idea of like, I want to grow up.
Yeah.
My sister, my little sister, is going to university for the first time this year. She's going to Queens. And so her and I have been having these conversations about like moving forward and going to school. And my sister's been so mean to my mother this month. Like she was like, leave me alone. And we're like, oh my God, she's like a 14-year-old again. We're just like totally acting out. But at the same time, like, no, I get it. It's like,
it's needed too.
it's needed, and it's like now's the time to kind of like figure out your identity and to experiment. And art school's nice for that. Like it is like one of my favorite things about OCAD is the fact that like even just the fashion, like I love figuring out what I like. It's part of identity.
And I see people that every year they have a new style.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Like we're just trying stuff out.
Yeah. And it's nice to like, it's nice to stereotype the different major. No, sorry, take that
We
back.
the art majors.
Like industrial design students always have like, what's it called? Like a carabiner on their belt, you know, like some crap like that.
Yeah.
Versus like,
Anyone in fabrication studio will have a carabiner.
animation students are always with like dyed hair and like little nerds. Yeah, there's a lot of different play happening, and it's nice to see. Like it's very open and
Who would just?
welcome.
I wish. There's a group that always has sweatpants on.
That has what?
Sweatpants.
Sweatpants.
Is it the
I think,
environmental design? No.
Environmental and graphic design.
They're
I feel
always wearing sweatpants,
Like if you're
yeah.
a design student, you're wearing sweatpants.
Yeah.
And like, because that's very much more like a formal
Yeah.
process. You're on your computer. I
And
do
you'll
not
always
blame
see
you.
like maybe sculpture students with
Yeah.
big pants.
Yeah. Like anyone in fabrication, like
Everyone in fabrication. Oh my God, you guys! Everyone
Fabrication
that's a
people are
mad
so
student.
cool. Yeah.
They dress mad. I love it.
I like that there's like
The-
a very utilitarian style that comes with like aprons and jumpsuits.
No, but like the material arts and designs, they're always dressed to the
jewelry.
nines. I'm
Yeah.
like, we're in the studio, and like you'll have someone wearing like full glam,
Yeah.
full like gala, full like Met Gala
Yeah.
style, and I'm like, damn.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful to
I
see.
love it.
And then, like, I don't know, like for me in third year, I had a phase where I started wearing like suits. Like I had like my closet
It's
is like
just
a
suits,
row
baby.
of suit jackets. Like I'll never touch again. But I was like, this is like me being formal, and I'm like so. And it was like they were fun suits.
Oh.
Like let yourself evolve.
Yeah, it's fine. No one cares. I feel like you were saying this thing about cringe too. I'm a big fan of cringe. I feel like, oh God, it's a space to be cringy as
Yeah.
well. Like, yeah, there's like develop your seriousness and like, but also like just have fun, you guys.
Yeah,
Just have fun.
there's like an interesting conversation about like authenticity
Hmm.
and performance. Like as artists, like we have to be very performative.
Yeah.
But we're also channeling our authenticity, and to do that is vulnerable, and to do that is cringy. It's
Yeah.
embarrassing. What we're doing right now, like talking on the mic,
This is so
embarrassing.
cringy, but like I think it's important to like. Okay, I've been having this discussion with a friend a lot.
Yeah.
Let's go. I have one movie left, so we can go off the rails for a sec.
Yeah.
I've been having this discussion with a friend where I believe in the 2000s, my friends that are slightly older than me, they all have all these cringy videos online.
Yeah.
I remember like Dub
Yeah.
Smash,
Totally.
Vine, like you would have all this cringy stuff in it, and you would just be it, and then you would publish it, and no one cared.
Yeah.
Well, now there is such like
It's very.
we've been robbed of cringe.
Yeah. Yes and no, though. Like we are, like it's much more performative. The internet's
So
not the
performative.
space to do it.
It's not the space.
It's not the space to do
so
it.
that
But
actually, not
it's
recording
really-
yourself is the way to be cringy.
It's really nice to have, like for me, like the friend group that I have at OCAD is like, I feel like it's gone back to almost like a childhood. Like we're so childish, and it's so nice. It's so in person, and it's so like wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's great. I think. I mean, maybe I didn't find like my group at OCAD till like maybe third year too. It takes a lot of time
Yeah.
as well. So, yeah, like it's okay to feel weird and like completely out of like.
I think it takes time, and also like I don't know. I don't identify myself as a person of group.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm always like kind of a satellite in multiple groups, but I like it because I feel like I'm a person of multiple energies.
Yeah, to be dynamic.
There's
I
days that
agree with
I have one energy and I meet something, and that's what I like. Hogan has this thing of like, it's small and it's huge at the same time.
Yeah. You'll see a lot of like reoccurring people.
Yeah.
There's a lot happening. It's also interesting to me to like, because I also work at the school as the integrated media sign out where you can get gear, and it's interesting to like watch the natural progression of groups forming. And like how these networks show up and like the reoccurring faces. There's also a lot of people who I think go under the radar, and to those people I would encourage them to like speak to people and to talk in class. And art schools, like, you're paying for the education, and there's the formal structure of like the skills you need to learn, but also like I would say almost 50% of it also is to make sure that you have a network so that when you graduate, you've got people and like you're in a job and your network and you work together.
And it's also
I think
like
it's really
you
important.
need to have people.
Yeah, it's really, that's something that like we've been, like in integrated media, we've started like the cabarets and these events because it's super important to have the community.
And I also feel like, especially, I think like people from film, we understand it very well because like film is in a team.
Yep.
Everything is done with a team.
Yeah.
So that's what I really like about it. And like trying to pursue that understanding, and that art is collective.
Yeah.
And like in this, a lot of the things are organized so that you work individually. I will always complain about some assignments that are, I know people hate group work. I know people hate group work, but I will forever stand for group work. Even when I hate the group, I don't care. It is really important to learn to work with others, like basic. A lot of things are made so that we keep working alone.
Yeah.
And like you need to build an understanding of how to work with another person.
Yeah. Even if you're working alone,
ask for help.
Criticism, like critique me.
Someone tell me this is bad.
Yeah.
Please.
There's a lot to it. Like, okay, being able to critique your constructive, the dynamics of constructive criticism and like crits in school are such a thing, and it's like, it's so important to also get student feedback.
Okay, I'm going to give you some advice right now. This is very important.
Yeah.
I know you're starting and you're in first year and you're terrified of someone saying that your work isn't what they don't like it. I don't care if you like or don't like. I know that you're going to get a bunch of critiques and you're going to be like, oh my God, I love that I have a mic and I can talk to first year students. Actually, this is so important. You guys, this is really important information. It's okay for you to say that, like, you can talk about another person's work. And you can, and when you're asked to critique, it's not about liking or not liking the work. It's like, what do you understand? What do you not understand? What is working? What isn't working? That's the person not wanting to work, actually. But the person needs to hear all those things. You can say stuff. Don't be scared to say stuff. Tell people what you're thinking. Yeah. Because art, if it doesn't make you feel anything, then say, it doesn't make me feel anything. Because that's important information for the artist. Because like our work needs to be critiqued. Otherwise, we live in a bubble of like, oh my God, I'm amazing.
The fact that you feel it or see it speaks to it. And you can also, like sometimes too, if you get a critique, either defend it or you can also say, maybe it's just not for you. You know,
maybe it's not for you, but
there's so many dynamics.
But it's like getting that practice in. Yeah. And like, it's important to start early because then you're going to get to thesis and that's going to be just a bad time.
It's a bad time for everyone.
It's a bad time. Isn't it? Okay, I'm being told to wrap it up, so we're going to go to our last movie. I love you, Cleo. Thank you so much. My last movie is Popcorn. It's a movie about university students that are ran out of money and they want to make a film. And so they rent out a theater to make like this showcase of like B movies. And there's a serial killer that's slowly killing them, blah, 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 blah. So this one is set in university. And a lot of the times you're going to need money. So you're going to do stuff for it. And this is a weird one. It's a horror, but it's a silly horror. And just have fun, you guys. I saw it at the Fox Theater in the Beaches. It was like a secret screening. So you go and you don't know which movie you're going to watch. I recommend that. I recommend. Go around the city, watch art, go around, learn the places, find community here. And this was a great movie. It's a lot of fun. and it's just very silly. There's like a serial killer and some body horror, but it's just very, very silly way of portraying it, and just a moment to have some fun. And I wanted to wrap it up with a fun, silly one. Our characters, like our serial killer has like this machine that gives them masks, so they like have like masks of all the people in the crew, so like they keep like tricking people through like pretending that they're someone else. So it's really interesting. And yeah, I hope that when you're trying to get some money for your project, you don't get killed by a serial killer. That's very nice. Okay, I think I have to wrap it up. I'm getting faces. So nice talking to you guys. Have fun this year. Come to Cinema Society. And I'll see you around. Bye.